for bringing you back to me, Kian. Unharmed, in time to fight alongside your
It's mentioned in the
sisters
chat
and brothers.
that in the concentration
I'm
camps in
sorry for
Guyane,
defying you,
there's
Shepard.
like bodies burning and stuff,
Sorry?
and I think they sort of
Child,
smooth over.
you
I
did
don't
the
know.
right
I'm not really
thing.
sure
I was
about their
blinded
approach
by
to
fear.
genocide and kind of how they.
I just wish
I don't know if
Nico
they
had disobeyed
understated
me
or overstated.
and gone with you to Guyane instead of.
Maybe they stated just right. Maybe they just stated.
We did. Oh man, I have no idea what she was just talking about. We did see the bodies. It was just a big pile of corpses. You know, that's one of those things. Like, even this game does not. This series, this franchise, has never really treated death lightly, I guess. But you become so ingrained that video games, like a pile of bodies, is just like, oh yeah,
right.
a pile of bodies. You know,
If he had,
like
Shepard would be dead.
I think it had less effect than it probably should
Then maybe,
have.
yeah, right, exactly.
There's nothing I
Maybe
can
they
say
intended,
to
or maybe it
ease
should.
her guilt.
And
if
you know, part of that
Nico had
I
joined
think
me on
is,
Guyane.
I mean, it's a
Probably
European
be alive.
developer, and in America it's like jibs and blood and stuff
If
all
you
the time.
had,
But I don't
Shepard
feel like
would
we
be
get
dead. Then you
a lot
would
of
not be
that
standing
from
here
Europeans,
tonight.
typically.
Perhaps
Could be wrong about that, but
he would be alive to fight tonight. What can I do?
Look around. Humans and magicals coming together.
Yeah, I imagine it was.
This wouldn't have happened without you.
Liko would have been proud to fight alongside you, Kian. And I am proud to call you my friend. You've come a long way from the broken man who arrived in the Enclave many months ago.
You believed in me, Shepard. That's what saved me.
I played only a small part. You began believing in yourself. That's what mattered the most. May your goddess continue to watch over you. We need all the help we can get from all the deities that watch over our mortal realms. Go now. Fight. Save us all from chaos.
Alright, so we're gonna have a few more conversations here as we leave. Well, at least one. Is Ferdow's gonna talk to us? No, I guess not. I don't think we're getting out of here without
Anna.
talking to Anna.
Elena, we haven't
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not...
talked and... Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Kian. Really. I'm glad you're back and in one piece. We have a job to do. We can talk after.
Good, yes. After. We really should.
I'll escort Ferdow's to the engine house in the green and watch over him while he does whatever it is that he needs to do. Kian, are you sure we can trust him?
Do we have a choice? Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. He'll be ready when you found your way into the tower.
Something Hami said. Utana learned... Did you tell Utana about Gien?
Alright. Yes. Yes, I did. I did it to help you. I trust the mother. I always have, ever since... Well, you know, you and her, you saved my life half a lifetime ago. I'm sorry for trying to help.
If you hadn't told Utana, I'd be dead now. So, thank you.
That's it. Thank you. We might never see each other again, and...
I mean, he's still gay. Like, I don't know.
yeah, he's like really stumbling around this, and
like, I don't know what to say here.
I
Maybe-
can't
maybe you can
give her
change him.
everything she's hoping for.
Maybe we can.
maybe she's just like
She
so.
desires most.
Maybe she got you to
But
switch teams.
I can still grant her a kiss. I can't give her everything she's hoping for, but I can at least say something.
mean,
to
that's
make-
good
we'll
enough
see
for
each
me.
other again.
Really? Well, if you say so. You have a lot to learn about women, Kian. But
I don't
guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I think he has that much to learn.
Elena,
Are we leaving soon? Because if we wait much longer, I'm afraid I'll just curl up into a ball and be of no use to anyone.
The streets are crowded with revelers, and the Azadi are staying out of their way. There's no better time. This whole reaping thing is giving them the willies. It's way too pagan for our pious occupiers.
I'll find a way into the heart of the tower.
And we'll stand by and wait for you to contact us.
You still believe you can shut the engine down remotely, Ferdow's?
With your help? Unless they've disconnected the pipes. Yes, I believe so. I know they're still waiting on the final calculations to be sent to the tower, so if we hurry...
Then let's not waste any more time.
Just get inside the tower and find the engine and contact us via the speaking tube. I'll walk you through the steps needed for me to take control, and then I'll force the engine to crash.
Crash?
If we feed it the wrong instructions, the engine will stop working. Like a cloud ship that, crashes into a mountainside. It's complicated, but really quite easy.
We'll have to take your word for it.
I've worked on the engine for years. I know how it operates.
Let's go. Be safe, Kian. If you die, I'll be very cross with you.
Well, we certainly don't want her to be cross with us. It's like, suddenly this turns into a Thomas the Tank Engine game. The Fat Controller wants you to go down to Webster Station.
Is it going to be George Carlin or Ringo Starr?
Ringo Starr, man. Ringo Starr, for sure.
Thomas the Tank Engine went down to the station with his friends.
Man, that show. Freaking creepy. Okay. So now we leave the temporal vacuum that is that building, which is much tinier on the outside than inside. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where the central tower is. To the Temple Square and White Tower. Is that where I'm going? Oh, here's the character library. Here's this dude. The Prophet has influenced the Azadi Council and the Six for a decade. Okay. Look at this guy. Dude. Weird. Okay. Okay. Enough of this. Enough of this nonsense.
Cheers for the reaping! Huzzah! Huzzah! Fuck it. Fill my cup up with wine.
Alright.
Bloody fire out! You could have burned the city to the ground. Riot on your hands. If you run out of wine before we get there,
We'll miss the start of the ceremony!
Is this where we're going? The tower is through here?
Big.
I genuinely have no idea. I still
Calm
have...
down, everyone. You'll get through before the ceremony begins.
And the tower
Anyone
square
caught
remains
jumping the
inaccessible
line will
until
be
next
sent
week's
to the back.
ceremony.
Calm down. There's no rush. The ceremony's not even starting yet. Just
I've
stay
still
in
got my,
line.
like,
Anyone
super
caught
secret
jumping
potion,
the line
right?
will be sent to the back.
Is that thing still a
There's no
factor?
rush.
I don't-
The ceremony's not even
Was it
starting
ever?
yet. Just stay in
I
line
don't
and
know.
have
I
your
think they
papers
just wanted
ready.
to make an excuse for the NPCs not to look at you.
This bloody night never ends. I'll dig wells in the endless desert before I volunteer for duty.
Goddess. The Reap Moon appears to turn man into beast.
See to the ground.
maybe we need the goats. Let's go get some goats. Oh.
Reap Moon's Eve must be very important to Mercurians if they're willing to make such fools of themselves.
He must have eaten a goat. Oh, they're burning the tree.
good hell going nice.
Isn't that what that is there? Let's go check that out. Oh.
Gather round, friends, gather round. A most joyful Reap Moon's Eve to you all. Witness. A magical abomination has appeared among us on this holiest of holy nights. It's an affront to decency and humanity. A foul, feathered, chattering... fowl!
Okay, joke's on me. Open this cage right now.
It speaks with the voice
It always
of
throws
the
me off a
great
little bit, or it kind of bugs me
necromancer.
when someone is
The
supposed to
voice
be
of the what
addressing
now?
a bunch of people, like kind of yelling, but he's just sort of speaking in a stage whisper.
Servant of
Right.
the shadow. Keep your obscene beak shut.
Can't argue with the obscene beak bit, but I'm not liking this whole bonfire thing you've got going on. I smell charred feathers.
Soon the grand ceremony begins.
Bro.
And the great engine ushers in a new age of reason, logic, and humanity. And an end to sorcery. We cannot let this foul heresy poison the night with its squawks and feathery filth. This false fowl mocked me once before and caused a fellow follower, a fair friend of the cause, great physical pain and discomfort.
All these
The man
people
will
are
never
sitting
be able
here
to drink
like
without dribbling again. All because of this
Like they're
I
waiting
don't think,
for
I don't think
the-
they buy into it. They're like,
I,
dude,
Honor
you-
Hilaris,
what have you been
candidate
drinking?
and faithful servant of humanity, will personally light the bonfire to rid Mercuria of this final remnant of diseased magic. Honoring
This is his
our
Anne Boleyn
ancient
moment.
human traditions. And
You gibbering coward. When are you gonna shut up and just go away? People are sick and tired of your racist tirades. If anyone here should be burned on that bonfire, it's you. Killing that poor bird is the complete opposite of what the reaping's all about. How dare you claim to represent humanity when there's nothing human about you at all?
Here, here.
And you! You're supposed to be keeping the peace, aren't you? When were you planning to put a stop to this? Are you just gonna let that madman burn birds and incite violence in the city you've sworn to protect?
We do not intervene in local tradition, madam.
Oh, do intervene. No one here would mind it one bit, I'm sure.
Local tradition? Local tradition? This farce has absolutely nothing to do with local tradition. We don't burn poor defenseless animals in bonfires on Reap Moon's Eve.
Well, it's not an animal, is it?
What?
I mean, it's magical. It's a talking bird. Not an animal, per se.
Technically, the man is not wrong. I'll give him that.
Of course, it's an animal. Magical or not, it's a living creature, and you should put a stop to this right now.
That is an interesting
yeah,
position
what
about
she said.
animals and magical
Sorry, madam,
stuff.
but unless an actual
I mean,
human
like
is being
genuinely,
harmed, we cannot intervene.
This is my whole thing
Bloody
with
coward.
like
That
gets
goes
me
for
going
the
about
lot of you,
Pokemon.
especially
man.
that
What
pink
the heck are those?
cowards.
Some of them are like just like animals. Others are like humanoids and can like talk.
Well, the other thing too is they
Dude,
don't
too
seem to
much.
have just regular animals, so they've got to be eating those things too. Like they've got to be like
I
carving
know,
up
right?
Pikachu's at the Brazilian grill.
What do you want, bird? I don't have time for...
I know
Just have some
you.
grilled
I've
Charmander.
seen engravings. Your teeth.
But I was thinking, like in
voice
the Lord
down.
of the Rings, you
Where
know,
did you see
the
those
magical
engravings?
creatures
I
are
spent some time in
Maiar.
Sedir.
They're like a different
I'm
class of.
Crow, friend of April
of
Ryan
beings,
and
you know,
Zoe
like-
Castillo.
You were
They're
a
not
friend
the
of
same as
April.
animals. I wonder if in
Friend,
the lore
partner,
or in the
sidekick. I came back to
the
Mercuria
Geno
to find
hierarchy
you, believe it or
of
not. And since you're the reason
Arcadia
I'm in this predicament,
are magical
you have to help
animals
me.
actually
And quickly,
different than-
because soon,
They
if
is.
things go the way they appear to be
Yeah.
going, I'll be very, very
Maybe I was
hot.
overthinking that. I just
I'm
found it
sorry,
interesting.
bird, but I need to find a way into the tower, and time is
The
running...
tower? The Azadi Tower? Big, white, cloud-piercing edifice? I know a way into the tower. A secret way. Get me out of this death trap, and I'll get you inside the tower, I swear on my hatchling nest.
If you're lying, I'll snap your scrawny neck.
Cross my beak
I
and
kind
hope
of
to
feel
die,
like talking,
which is a distinct
to
possibility.
Crow that way. All
Quickly
the time.
now, that madman won't orate forever.
But they are carriers
What are you doing?
of
Don't talk to me. Find a
Oh,
way
we
to
have to video
save
game,
me.
I see.
contagions.
This seems like an obvious target for sabotage.
Well,
The only way to rid the world of magic is to burn
In this city, they have bathtubs for birds. The Northlanders are an odd folk. I could use this to grab the bird's cage, but I'd be spotted immediately, and I can't risk sabotaging tonight's... No. I need to find a way to remove Hilaris and the crowd of onlookers. Empty. Not surprising. Filthy as sin. Which one's least filthy? Nope. They're all filthy.
all right.
I feel
All right. Bird baths. Filthy Northlanders. Flagon of water. Great.
In our fair city.
And I guess we douse this.
As we all know,
This should be enough.
I'm running for office in
Sounds
City
like
Watch,
Hilaris is
where I
about to
can
wrap up his
personally
mad ramblings.
supervise the
I'll
hunt
just
for
have to wait
non-humans
and
and
watch.
magic in Mercuria. When I'm elected, there shall... But enough talk! This bewinged demon, this symbol of sorcery, this affront to humanity, must burn.
Must he? Must is a very strong word. I'm not sure it's a word I'd use to...
Burn, you transmogrified necromancer! Burn!
Man, what a big
Oh
word.
boy, here we go.
Transmogrified. I feel like I need to work that into a conversation tomorrow at work.
It's not lighting up. Oh, curse this cheap imported hay. Probably purchased from non-human farmers. Oh, forget this.
I mean, like, there's an entire thing of hay you could just light. Okay.
That's a good point. Just throw the thing on there.
Phew. Burn, feathered gargoyle.
Gargoyle? No. No. No!
Humanity.
All right, so we clearly didn't do a great job there.
Yeah.
I mean,
We should be protecting
I thought we were
magicals
pretty close.
rather than protecting
Can I
humanity
just...
There aren't
against
very many
magicals.
fail states in this game,
What
but
sort of
I mean, it
madness
seems
is
like there
that?
aren't very many.
Oh, well, what would incite a respectable woman to stand up and make a fool of herself in a crowd of decent, hard-working
All right, so
men?
we
In
had a
order
request
defend
to
magical, I'll tell
attempt
you
to
what.
drink this.
Sorcery, dark sorcery, the shadow, the magical
That was like
immigrant,
drinking the shadow's
necromancer.
sulphurous piss.
That's what. Before
I'm
we
reasonably
burn
certain
this bird,
that
let me
had
tell you a
bird
few
shit in it.
things about the
I just
magic.
drank bird shit.
Non-humans
This was
have
not a
lower
well-considered
intelligence,
action by
less
any measure
compassion
of things.
and empathy than humans. It's a scientific fact. Learned
Why do
scholars
I
have
do
measured
this to
skulls
myself?
and come to this conclusion.
Hey,
you
dude,
can
stop
look it
being
up
dramatic.
in
Think of
books.
another solution.
All right. Can I just pour it on the guard? No,
Magicals
that's too
are
bad.
diseased things. It may be pleasing in appearance.
I could use this to grab the bird's cage, but I'd be spotted immediately, and I can't risk sabotaging tonight's mission.
Mix the broomstick with the pillow. Okay.
Empty. Not surprising.
Get it. Empty. Yeah. Great. Alright, there's nothing else here. What else we got down here?
Dragon's fire. They've even put a little fireball on the bottle. I'm not sure if that's an invitation or a warning.
It's Reap Moon's Eve, sir, and you appear to be uninebriated. For shame! Public intoxication is practically mandatory this evening. You're in luck, sir. Most stalls have shut down for the evening, but we're open and will remain open until the very last bottle has been sold. Which, from my experience, won't be too long now. The discriminating Northlander knows we're a notch above the rest. No Southlands imports here, sir. These bottles are tapped in the Northlands with wine from the tart.
This guy is still
I'm sure
talking.
your wine is more than adequate, merchant.
I wonder how much dialogue they recorded, or how
What
monologue.
can I get you tonight, most sober of sirs? Perhaps you want to sample a bottle before you buy.
I'll need more. I'm not some barbarian choosing wines merely by... I'll need more than a thimbleful. A bottle will serve. I'm buying.
Which wine, sir?
Does it matter? Oh, crap.
Soft on magicals. We've been soft on those who support sorcery and harbour non-humans.
I mean, we gotta go with Dragon's Fire.
Oh, that's no ordinary wine. That, good sir, is a bottle of Dragon's Fire. Fermented using the finest hand-picked bottles in our collection, fortified with honey and
What's the
malt.
price?
You don't want some proper background before you...
How much?
125 silver coins.
What? No. I don't have that kind of coin.
Well, it's between my stock and sobriety at this hour. That choice ought to make itself.
Can I make him drink the water? I'll trade you this pumpkin.
A pumpkin? An odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir.
Magicals are diseased things.
Hello again.
I'm not a
taste it.
small sample before I make my decision.
Which wine, sir?
I'm reasonably
Interesting.
certain.
You
that
want to
had
sample
bird
the
shit in it.
Dragon's Fire,
I just drank
our most
bird
potent
shit.
wine,
This
capable
was not a
of reducing
well-considered action
seasoned
by any
warriors to
measure of
tears
things.
and bashful maidens to...
I want to taste it now.
As you please, sir. There
He just
you
poured it on the
go,
table. This guy's a
sir.
madman.
Give that a smell, a swell, and a sip.
Alright, so I've got a thimble of Dragon's Fire. Do I really want to drink it? I mean,
maybe you can get a lot of samples and pour them into your big cup.
Supervise the hunt for
Can I?
non-humans and magic in Mercuria. When I'm elected, there
I do
shall
not
be
appear to be able
nightly
to
burnings.
combine the cups. Maybe I have to put this down?
This bird is only the meager beginnings of our
It's empty.
crusade. We've been soft on magicals.
Have you finished sampling, sir? If so, please return the cup and we can commence our business.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, dude. I get it. I want to put this in there. No, I don't want to drink it. Oh, crap.
Shadow!
I shall put my torch to this pipe, and we shall watch the bird.
Can't stay away, can you, sir? Buy or sample?
Tonight we fight like a small sample.
Which one?
Give me this. Now I've really thrown him off, because it's like... Alright.
Non-humans have low
Yeah, Dragon's Fire.
Interesting. You want to sample the dragon's...
Yes, I
I
do.
want to taste it.
As you put... A 1, 2, 3... 4, 5...
This guy.
8... 9... 10...
He's not a very good businessman, is he?
Don't remember the tasting cup being quite so expansive.
He's been pouring for like 6 minutes. Alright. So the key here is definitely getting a thimble of bird bath water. Oh, man. Rude. Okay.
The only way
Yes,
to rid
obviously,
the world of
we want to do
magic
this.
is to burn it. To
This should be
burn
enough.
it with fire.
Sounds like Hilaris is about to wrap up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Cleanses.
Hilaris,
The fire
ramblings.
destroys. But enough talk. This bewinged demon, this symbol of sorcery, this affront to humanity must burn.
Must he? Must is a very strong word. I'm not sure it's a word I use to...
Burn, you transmogrified necromancer! Burn!
Oh boy, here we go.
Nice.
God save me! God save me! Help me!
You lot, break it up. Nothing to see here. We need to get him to a healer, now! Goddess protect us. He'll be lucky to survive the night. Right, party's over. Go on, all of you. Go home. Be with your families.
Oh, man, they're like, family. Gross.
Good job. And now, get me off this blazing...
Ha. Yeah, Crow's the best. Oh, dude, he just flew off. Rude. There he is.
Talk about cutting things close. I smell of singed plumage and smoke.
So, were you lying to me about that secret entrance to the tower?
No, I would never. Well, I totally would. That would be just like me, lying to save my tail feathers. But I was actually telling the truth. I do know a way into the tower. From below. No? Not making much of an impression on you. Okay then. Follow me, big guy, and I'll lead you through the darkness into the light. The light, in this case, being the tower. More specifically, that weird pillar of dreamy light rising into the center of the tower with all the rotating metal bits.
You mean the engine?
Is that what they call it? The weird thing with the gears and the levers and the metal whatsits? Then yes, the engine. What, you don't want to go there?
Lead the way, Bird. And fast.
Crow. And I'm useful again.
Yeah, so I was actually just thinking the same thing, that this is, in fact, probably a good stopping point. I believe we will be able to wrap this up next week.
Nice.
If I am to believe...
Imbeciles! Amateurs!
Excellent.
Don't they know who they're
Twitch
dealing
chat.
with? Don't they know who I...
Oh, bro! I don't really want to keep watching that. Yeah, so we will pick up here next week, here on the Game Bite Show. Thank you for joining us here on this sort of quasi makeup stream. So that is actually 2 video streams that we have brought to you this week. You're welcome. I believe you played Pit People was the name of it?
Yes, we did. It was super weird and super fun, and
Super
highly
weird
recommend
game.
that if you don't play the game, that you at least watch us play it, because it's pretty out there.
Yeah, so we're hearing it's like 2 hours. We'll be able to wrap that up next week. I think we'll commit to trying to finish the game next week, next Monday, that is, more specifically, during our next weekly episode, which you'll want to subscribe to our twitch.tv/GameBiteShow channel so you can get notifications when we go live with that content, so you don't miss out on the great finale, the
payoff for all of the hard work that we put in.
Yes, years of work. This is actually coming to a head for me, from the original Dreamfall Longest Journey to Dreamfall to now Dreamfall Chapters. So very excited about that. So definitely hit us up on twitch.tv/GameBiteShow. Subscribe so you can get those notifications. Are you lost? Because, I mean, I am, and I've been playing it. YouTube.com/GameBiteShow. You can find all of our archives so far. There's, in fact, 30 episodes that we've recorded of Dreamfall Chapters.
Almost as many as Cursed Castilla.
Oh, man. We almost had that many episodes just on that stupid turtle level. So go check those out if you haven't watched them. You definitely want to catch up and see the story. We talk about it. We talk about the previous games and kind of what's going on, so you can feel a little bit more informed as we wrap this one up and get back to sort of our normal programming. I have enjoyed playing this game through.
It is kind of nice every once in a while to play something like
and we always try to bring you something a little bit different here at the Game Bite Show, which you can always find something a little bit different twice a week on our audio podcast, which is really great. So Game Bite Show, I keep wanting to say YouTube, and that's just not correct. GameBiteShow.com.
We should make sure that we have a link on our YouTube to our regular website.
That's right. I'm pretty sure it's there. But nobody looks at our YouTube, so what's
somebody goes
the
there
matter?
For the links. It's like reading Playboy for the articles.
Oh no, I just liked the advertisements in it. I don't even know what that means. Twitter @GameBiteShow. You can find myself @Red_I.
You can find me @Jeremy_Lamond, and you can find our podcast compatriots. Legrand Jolly is @Legrand, LEGRANDE, and Dale Jones is @Count Elmdor.
That's right, and check out our Discord, where you can find some sweet discussions about games like Dreamfall Chapters and our previous Game Club's games, and we should probably start thinking about our next Game Club.
We should. Lots to choose from.
Jump into Discord and share your thoughts, folks. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.